All right, we're back to another day of training for our record 5K, personal record 5K. And speaking of records, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about breaking some world records today. Not me, but other people. But first, nice easy 3 miles. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Yeah, I kind of stumbled through that whole intro. But what I'm talking about today, we're going to talk about some world record attempts. We're going to talk about some world record achievements. Yeah, and it's kind of an ongoing news buzz in the running world right now. And we'll talk about that briefly. But like I said, it is week 2. It is day 3. And we just finished track workout yesterday. So today's a nice, easy recovery jog. Just a nice, easy 3 miles. I'm also a little bit of a hurry because we have some kids events to go to this evening as well. But we'll talk about the world record stuff in a little bit. Let's get going. All right, 3 miles, nice and easy, done. Beautiful day to be out, a little breezy, but not too bad. Anyway, average like, I don't even know, 7:40 pace. Let's see, it always like, takes forever to tell me what my average is. Yeah, training effect, who cares? And recovery, 15 hours, who cares? And then, okay, 8:02 pace, all right. Nice and easy, exactly where I needed to be. Anyway, come inside. Let's talk for a moment. Oh, anyway, so to get back to the topic we were talking about here, let me fix my camera real quick. There we go. Anyway, let's talk about the, oops, I fell on me. All right, talk about you guys are still going down. Ooh, sorry. Talk about world records. It's been so there has been a bunch of talk about benchmark world records in running, and if you're listening to the running news, you probably know what they're talking about already. But there's a couple of things that you may not even know about. So anyway, let's talk about what a benchmark world record is for running. For example, breaking 10 seconds in the 100-yard dash. That was considered a benchmark record, to break 10 to go under 10 seconds. Now it's been done many times, but when it was first done, it was considered a benchmark record because it wasn't just a physical feat of getting under 10 seconds. It was like the mental barrier saying, yes, the human body can go faster in 10 seconds for a 100-yard dash. Another benchmark record was going sub 4-minute mile, going under 4 minutes for the mile was also a record. And actually the 65th anniversary of Roger Bannister doing 3:59 in the mile was just celebrated. I think it was just like last week. 65 years ago he went sub 4, and it's a cool little video. It's on YouTube. I'll post a link in the description of Roger Bannister doing the sub 4-minute mile. It was pretty cool to watch. Not a long video because it's like 4 minutes. So that's a benchmark record. There was another benchmark record that was just achieved that many may not know about. It was the 50 mile breaking the current world record for the 50 miles, and it doesn't really qualify as a benchmark record because it didn't go under like 4 hours or whatever. But that was just done by Jim Walmsley, and nobody's really talking about him doing that, which was a pretty good feat. That was sponsored by Hoka One. They sponsored the race and everything. So you just did that, I think last week, but that was kind of dwarfed by other talk, and that is obviously we're talking about Eliud Kipchoge. He was the guy a couple years ago, 2017, attempted to break 2 hours for the marathon, and he didn't quite do it. So if you're into running at all, you know that he did I think it was like 2 hours and 38 seconds, something like that. He missed it by less than a minute, and it wasn't considered an official record, but it doesn't matter because he let me fix this a little bit more. He was being drafted. It was on a close course, yada yada yada. He had pacers, all this kind of stuff. But that was when he was sponsored by Nike, and Nike put up this course, and he did a marathon on a car race course. So now he has achieved what not many have ever achieved, if anybody at all, and he's won 8 world races. These are races like Chicago and Berlin and Boston and all that kind of stuff. He's won 8 of them, and nobody seems to be able to beat him. He's like the guy to go to. So he has started a new project to go under 2 hours for the marathon, and he's being sponsored by a chemical company. I think it's called Ilios, and they're putting this project together for him to go under 2 hours. And many people believe that he can go under 2 hours for the marathon. I personally do not think he's going to be able to do it. Eliud Kipchoge, he came up from doing 5K races, won many championship races, world races as a 5K racer, came up, did half marathon, ran one of the fastest times for half marathon, and then has gone on to win all these marathon races. And has his personal record of, or actually world record, personal record of 2:01:38, I believe, is what the world record is that he achieved. So he has to drop another minute and 40 seconds to do that. And do I think he can do it? I don't think he can do it. I think it can be done. I think going under 2 hours is going to be done. It's going to be done in the next 5-10 years maybe. But he is now 34 years old, and he's still really fast. But I think if he had the opportunity to go under 2 hours, I think he probably would have done it already. He's kind of at his peak, or maybe just past his peak, in my opinion, at 34 years old. Some of these fast guys are like 30, 29, 28 years old. That's not to say that 34 or 35-year-old guys can't win races and get world records. You have Meb Keflezighi, I can never say his name right. He won Boston. He was like 38 years old. But I think he's just a little past his prime, and I just don't think either the shoe technology or the training is there quite yet to know exactly what to do to get under 2 hours for the marathon. So many people think that he can do it. If you listen to Seth James DeMoore, he thinks he can do it in like 1:59:24 or something like that, just under 2 hours. Other people who believe that he can do it. I don't think he can do it, but I like to be proven wrong. I want to see if he can. I'm curious. I'm not sure when the race is going to be. It's going to be on another closed course in London. I think it's going to be October, actually. He's going to do it in October, attempt it in October. It's going to be a closed course. He's going to have pacers and drafters, and it won't be an official world record, but it's just going to see if the body can actually go to that limit. But it's going to be tough because there's a physical aspect of it, and then there's that mental aspect of it, of breaking that barrier of going under 2 hours. So the mental is that mental barrier, kind of like my mental barrier of going under 17 for a 5K. I have done many other races that indicate that I should easily be able to do that, but I think I have a mental barrier that I built up that has prevented me from doing that. So I'm trying to break that barrier with this training program. Anyhow, let me know what you think. If Eliud Kipchoge can break the 2 hour benchmark world record for a marathon, and if you do, let me know what you think his time will be, and we'll hold the times. I'll keep track of them, and in October when he does the race, we'll go back and see who is closest. How about that? So leave a comment down below. Can Kipchoge break the 2 hour benchmark for the marathon? Yes or no? If yes, let me know what you think his time will be. And I don't know, we'll do something special for whoever's closest. How about that? And leave comments down below. Give a big thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Until next time, peace.